we can continue on this Adventure Time fucking talk.
Yeah, I mean, I've never finished Adventure Time. I
Great
did
show.
enjoy the show though. Like,
Yeah, I was I think I was waiting to go to ACL, and I finished Fiona and Cake.
Oh really?
Yeah, I had started.
Is
right,
the Lich episode the last one? I guess.
second to last, I think.
Oh,
Or maybe
really?
the last episode.
Spoilers ahead. What happens?
Oh, Lich gets turned into a fucking cube.
Oh no, I know that.
Oh, like the ending?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so Simon realizes he needs to let go and just move on with his fucking life.
Okay.
With Betty.
Yeah.
And go back to, Ooh. You know, so I think, and then they deal with the Scarab guy. Because that's the thing, too, I was really high, and then I kind of fell asleep for one point. Cause, as I do.
Yeah.
As I normally do. I may have a problem with sleeping in random places.
Yeah, no, you do.
But anyway, not to get off track. Basically, world's ending. He's trying to put on the crown, but Betty will not let him because she's gold.
Yeah.
So she can literally just hold him in place for eternity.
Yeah.
There's that, and basically, I don't know what. So they don't use the crown. Simon does not become the Ice King again. I don't know what they do with the crown. I think they may just I think they may destroy it, or use it. They use it for some magical voodoo bullshit, some MacGuffin thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they kill the Scarab, and I think it just goes back to like Cake's world does not become magical. Like how they want it to or whatever. She just accepts her life basically.
Yeah.
So they're living in Simon's head. Simon goes back to just doing whatever which is I think is funny. He is basically an exhibit at this future human city or whatever that's floating in the sky.
Yeah.
And he's just like 20th century man, and it's weird too. He's going he's doing therapy with one Finn's mom AI that takes care of all the humans.
Yeah.
She's sitting there doing therapy for him. And then there's just people watching him, just like, do something.
Do something.
Yes. Dude, it gets dark, too, at sometimes, because this is, like, kind of an adult version of Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
So Simon kills Chuskus at the beginning of the series. Like, when he's first trying to do this magical ritual shit.
Kills that motherfucker, the little duck?
Yeah, kills Chuskus. And I mean, they curse in it. They flip people off. They show blood.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for like.
Where can I watch that one?
HBO Max. I seriously, and there are times where I'm like, I don't know, and then I get over it immediately because I think it's like because it's Adventure Time. Yeah. It's enjoyable. Any problems I've had with it, I think it's just I might need to just rewatch it.
Yeah, and then
there's
a reason everybody hates fucking Rebecca Sugar or whatever her name is.
Because apparently they don't like how she writes Finn.
Yeah, dude, this fucking shit sucks, man. He deserves.
I'm sure she was involved in this at some point, or
I don't. Well, I mean, she has to. She's a creator.
Well, that's the thing too. I think there was some drama with Adventure Time. Like they weren't like the
people got upset. I'm not playing when I say that. Like I know writers talked about it too. That
that's the
there
thing
would
too.
Be
like
fucking episodes, like times on storyboard stuff.
Yeah.
Where she'd come in and they'd have to have an episode where Finn gets in trouble or has a problem for himself.
Well, I mean, every hero needs a problem.
Yeah, but it was like legitimately
I know.
like
just
shit
on Finn.
Yeah, people like
felt like them shitting on him.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, who hurt you?
And that's the thing too, Finn.
Because like the first couple seasons too,
were alright. They wanted Finn to have like that whole happy ending thing, like how a lot of they
tried multiple times.
And that's the thing too with the ending with Adventure Time. It did not end with this is the end of Adventure Time. This is not. You're never gonna see anything out of this universe ever again. They ended it as like there are more stories to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are. And there's infinitely more shit going on.
Yeah, it's like you've built a giant universe for yourself, which is great.
And I think they and that's the thing too. Even after although this one felt more finite. This kind of felt like This one felt like more of a defining ending.
Yeah, I've heard that before too. Like I heard people were saying that this is pretty much like the end of the land of Ooh.
Yeah,
and I've even heard some. I forgot where I read it, but people, I think some of the co-writers and shit,
Yeah.
were saying that like you will see your favorite characters again,
Yeah.
but they're kind of done with them.
Done using. Well, that's the thing. They said they had like
Background characters now.
And I remember at the end of Adventure Time, they kind of set up like another series, like something like Far in the Future type deal.
Yeah, and it's like there's apparently that new show coming out with all of Jake's children.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like it's basically his grandchildren, like all the pups, or the Renicorn puppy hybrids.
Yeah, it's about them, and of course you're gonna see Finn and Jake in that one because they're alive and adults during that time.
Yeah. Or maybe
like,
even just cameos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like there's characters like BMO. Mm-hmm. He'll probably show up because he's a fucking robot. He's immortal.
Yeah, he can do whatever.
There are characters in Adventure Time that are like do not age
unless he misses his batteries again.
Oh yeah. I love that fucking scene where he just takes out the batteries and falls back
and plugs himself in. And it's like Jesus Christ, no.
Man face death, no fucking sweat.
Like I've done this 100 times. All it takes is one little
or just a
fall
forward. Gust of wind.
Fall forward instead.
Fucking puts the batteries on the hill without realizing.
Yeah, it's like poor people. I mean, somebody obvious will find some double A's and put it back together, but it's like, hey.
Yeah, that's
like
the thing.
That fucking microwave.
Oh, Nipter.
Does that motherfucker come back?
I don't see him at all, but I'm sure he.
I think he died, didn't he?
Nipter died?
I think so. I think he exploded himself for some reason.
Oh well, poor Nipter.
Yeah, rip Nipter.
He did get annoying later.
Yeah.
Fucking shooting pies.
Yeah, that's the game, or the fucking show is always pretty sweet.
Yeah, I would say the defining shows of like that.
Like I am,
and that's the thing too. You know, I will say this as a fucking Cartoon Network fucking fanboy. Huh. I grew up with it, like the early Ben 10, early fucking that whole area where they're trying to do like action shows, like Generator Rex. Remember that?
Dude, I can still remember the Ben 10 theme song.
Yeah, and then there's other shows like the Men of Action, like. They had all these great cartoons that were like a defining era of people's childhood.
Yeah.
And somewhat early adulthood.
And like you cannot, I mean, take perfect example is the Clone Wars as of right now.
Oh, there you go. But you look at it now. You look at what they are putting out now. It is either nothing but fucking garbage, one good show, and reruns of regular show, fucking Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah, it's all shows that came out a long time ago.
Yeah, it's all reruns.
Yeah, and, but back to, like, shows that had potential, you gotta think cartoons aren't a big thing anymore.
We were pretty much a huge medium still.
Not really. We were pretty much the last ones to really get invested with them.
Well, there's nothing good out. There's nothing to invest in.
See, that's not really, like, a thing, too, because cartoons didn't just die out. Things got more popular. YouTube, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
kids would rather spend their time watching their favorite YouTuber play Minecraft, their favorite video games.
Yeah, okay, I guess you got
other than sitting on a cartoon with commercials
at a certain time every day. Yeah,
and that grew out, except for the kids who just caught the ends of them, the middle of these shows, and went back and rewatched them as they got older.
Yeah,
and kept them afloat, and that's probably why you still see reruns. That's what you got to think about.
But
like as somebody who needs to make money off a show.
Yeah.
Who do I need to sell to? Somebody that has no damn clue what this show's about?
Yeah. But they were making good stuff, and they just didn't want to put the money behind it.
Well, think about... Okay, here's another thing. Here's where I'm going to nip that one in the bud real quick. Star Wars The Clone Wars. So, it took a long, long time to get it back. Yeah. Season 7 came out.
But that's Star Wars. That's huge following.
Yeah. But...
That was an easy sell.
It was an easy sell. Of course, because everyone wanted to see the Clone Wars, right?
And that was right before Disney bought it.
Yeah, it was right before... I don't know.
No, because it ended on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it ended on Disney Plus.
I think that was one of the bigger sellers. It was going to finish the Clone Wars series.
Yeah. Which was sweet, and it got a huge boost behind it, a lot of money behind it because of Disney and whatnot. And people that actually supported that and worked on the other stuff, like, say, Dave Filoni, he worked on it. So he was excited to continue it. And, he got to work on Rebels, which still was a continuation, technically, of that same universe.
Yeah.
And Rebels was a great show all the same. But Rebels was, right at the
But you're also...
back
okay,
end of Clone Wars.
Okay.
Hold on. It's all
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But I'm trying to tell you, because I'm trying, a certain network, a certain aesthetic, and a certain, because Cartoon Network would put money behind multiple different creators, different shows, completely different things, and would have them all just on the one network.
Yeah.
But you're talking about, Disney, who is willing to put money behind things that are going to succeed.
No, I know what you're saying.
Star Wars is a franchise that will not fucking fail.
Yeah.
As long as you're not...
But I get what you're...
Retarded.
Yeah, but think about it. You gotta think about other things, too. Star Wars might just be its title, and of course, it's obviously...
it's got a lot of backing to it.
Fans who care about Star Wars, like me and you, who are just gonna watch it because it's Star Wars. Because that universe is cool to us.
Yeah.
But, say, when I was going into the Rebels... That show appeared on Cartoon Network.
No, it didn't.
Or
that was Disney. It was Disney's network.
Was it?
Yeah, Disney XD or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It was not on Cartoon Network. It was after Disney had bought Star Wars.
Was it? Oh yeah, you're right. I thought either way.
Yeah.
Different channels, different shows, whatever. It got brought into, of course, Disney Plus. And now we have all of their characters that have returned, and take the Ahsoka show, for example.
Yeah.
Every single fucking thing in the Ahsoka show has a call to directly into Rebels.
Yeah, I know. It's a connected universe.
Yeah, but now they've sprinkled in Star Wars, the Clone Wars stuff with Anakin and all the Clone Wars and all that into that, which is another, step forward into, I guess, expanding that whole universe.
Yeah.
Written by Dave Filoni.
I get what you're saying. I don't think you're coming... I'm just saying, the reason why... what I was trying to say... You say they're not popular anymore. And I'm telling you, there's a reason why.
Why?
Because no one wants to put any money behind independent creators anymore. They only want something that is going to guarantee
their
success and make money at streaming or whatever. So they're willing to shove Adventure Time down your fucking throat. Or maybe we'll restart regular show. Or make an Amazing World of Gumball movie that they said they were going to make.
iCarly is
That's a great example. Something that they fucking know will sell, so they're going to make a sequel series to that.
Exactly. And it only appeared on a stream service.
But what I'm saying is they
thing.
canceled... And because when HBO bought Cartoon Network and put all their shows on there, you can see the degrade in time, but also you can see all the shit that they were promised, right when they said, "Oh, here," but they can't. Infinity Train. Do you ever watch that?
No.
It was a great series, independent creator, completely new show. It was a one of what could have been another era of Cartoon Network.
Okay.
And they had this one show, I think it was Craig of the Creek, which is it was alright.
I saw that.
That is another one. It's a piece of but then they had shit like
Grandpa.
No, it was different. This was actually somewhat good.
Okay, yeah, but I mean...
Not fucking some silly bullshit show for kids.
Still the fucking original creator on Cartoon Network.
But yeah. I mean, this was something that could have built a whole nother era of Cartoon Network.
I totally get it.
But they started canceling shows, or just putting them on streaming, and not telling anyone.
Okay. Here, I have just thought of another great example.
And that's the thing. I could be wrong too. I haven't kept up with it as much, but I remember there was a giant.
Here, I got another one.
They got rid of a fuck ton of stuff.
With the Star Wars stuff, you are correct. They understand that is going to sell. That exactly was what I was trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. No one wants to put any time or money into something that they don't think is going to succeed.
Yeah, exactly. So,
or they'll get one season on fucking Netflix.
Teen Titans.
Fuck Teen Titans.
That's my another perfect example. They exactly what you're saying.
But that I hate
because it's never finished. It would bring...
They made a joke about how they didn't finish it.
Yeah. It would bring another audience to more.
Yeah.
But, at the same time, it never ran long enough
to
be something that is remembered, take, Ben 10 if you were to put, like, even though we all remember Teen Titans as a great show, anybody of our years.
Yeah.
People I say it to now, or older people, are going to see them as, think about comic books, or, Young Justice shit.
They ruined that show.
Exactly. So there's another thing.
They ruined that show.
They ran in Young Justice
to the fucking ground.
No. Well, they just
ran into.
Think about all the people they used for it.
Yeah.
And, like, name dropping, like Robin,
yeah,
Superboy, all of this shit.
But that's also something that has a lot of fan base and backing already. The DC stuff. But I'm just saying, like, no one.
But the original creators.
And I think this is a broad spectrum of entertainment in itself. Think about. Just come with me for a second here. Come with me for a second. I really want to get this thread across.
Say it.
Is no one wants to put money into creative thinking anymore. Studios don't and I'm talking in all bases of entertainment. Maybe music, probably the only medium that I don't think is affected by this because there's a constant force for more music, more new things. But like in movies, TV shows,
mediocrity.
Think how many fucking sequels are there now? How many independent movies get made anymore?
None.
Barely any.
I mean, barely any.
Barely any.
I totally.
Like the fucking. I want to go see this one movie, The Creator, which is by the guy that did District 9.
Yeah, we basically.
How many independent sci-fi movies do they make anymore?
None.
I mean, they're making sequels to fucking Avatar.
Yeah.
Instead of just making something new.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to put money. No one wants to take a fucking risk on it anymore because if it fails, they lose so much fucking money.
You know what's fun? You know what's funny though? That's another point. What I was saying is that people that have a lot to pull from, can do whatever the fuck they want to. That's why Star Wars, Star Trek,
big established franchises,
Avatar, these bigger franchises,
things that made billions of fucking dollars.
Yeah, they can just pull their fucking ideas out of their asshole, and something cool can come out of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hell, think about the Ahsoka series. Right back to that, landing in the Purrgil and traveling. That's cool.
Shit. That was cool shit. I'm not gonna deny that. But I want to see something new.
That's another thing too.
And I want an actual drive for creativity out there.
There has been a lot more opportunities.
Yeah.
I should say. To not necessarily be less creative in your aspect of making newer projects.
Yeah.
But less creativity with just new projects.
I know. I mean, instead of making a fifth Indiana Jones,
make
a new one.
That's exactly the point. They can pull their fucking ass
You don't have
to
have
nowhere.
Indiana Jones to have an adventure movie.
Well, I mean, it's like they can pull their fucking rabbits out of hats out of nowhere for all of these Star Wars, Teen Titans, Young Justice.
Yeah.
When you look at them, bare bones is what they are. You could have placed any one of the half the characters in them. You know, on a majority of their adventure stories.
Yeah.
And you'd have yourself a good story.
Yeah.
Like Prometheus. It was not originally tied to the Alien franchise.
But they
eventually ended up doing it and rechanging some stuff to where it was. Like, literally, I'm not joking when I say this, they were last-minute fucking changes to the movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's true. You can look them up.
Was it directed by Ridley Scott?
No, maybe not. Don't call me. But I don't believe it was. All I remember is that a lot of the things to Alien, he did not want it to be related to at first.
Yeah, he wanted it to be its own separate thing.
Explored as the shit that they discovered in the first movie.
Yeah.
More, but
roped
into it.
Yada yada yada.
And it's become a cool ass staple in their franchise.
Yeah.
Because of that.
And that's the thing too.
Saying is
you know what really fucking is degraded.
I understand your point in your
But I'm just saying, man, it just seems
no creativity in new projects, but it doesn't. You can't say it's just.
But think about what happened. In recent, I think it's they're starting to shift because they're realizing just rebooting everything or making everything a sequel is not working anymore. Like think about Oppenheimer, Barbie, the whole Oppenheimer and Barbie thing.
Yeah.
That's a sign that they're willing to take risks, I guess. Because a Barbie movie, really?
Okay, so you know what's funny is another funny
or
thing that you wanted another thing that correlates.
That's what I'm saying. I think
is Baldur's Gate right now, the game.
What about that? Well, video games I don't think is really affected.
No. It's correlating everything right now because it also is into what you would say, where people are getting less creative and lazy with their shit. Because it's also with what's going on with Mojang and why people are pissed off with Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
It's people are fucking tired of lazy shit. Okay, like that's what it goes.
I mean, if I gotta pay money to be entertained,
you can pull your fucking ass out thousands of Star Wars stories, and they're always going to be entertaining because of Star Wars.
Yeah, I can
say
that.
That's easy.
Like I said,
it's easy, it's lazy, and it's easy.
Yeah.
But it has an immediate draw, an immediate fan base, an immediate moneymaker. Yeah. Same thing with saying anybody from the DC universe, Marvel, or so forth.
Yeah.
You immediately have their pull, you have their fan base, you have their whatever.
Yeah.
They're at least going to check out a couple episodes, and that's your selling point.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't matter how many episodes come out after or whatever. And not only that, but a lot of these people, like, you know, you or me, these new writers and shit, are, a lot of them grew up watching the same shows me and you did.
Yeah.
So, you gotta think, you know, as much as you want to see something new, you and I both grew up, you know, wanting, holy shit, I wish it was more Star Wars. I wish it was more Teen Titans shows. I wish it was more Marvel stuff. And
and now you're sick of it.
Yeah, now there's people in those positions that have dreamt the same things, who are actively had these ideas, just like me and you had, for festering for hundreds of years. So it's easy to pull from those ideas. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, they're hiring from these fan bases. Yeah. You know, take Star Wars, Disney, Marvel.
Yeah, how many writers are dying to work for Marvel?
Think about the 501st Legion donating their armor to the set.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
The Clone Wars stuff. Like, that's just a big thing. They completely...
They know they have the fan base for that.
Yeah, they know they immediately didn't have to pay that much for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they had people that were willing to
they would have done that shit for free.
Yeah, they had people willing to do it for free. And there is not that type of thing on a lot of different genres. Okay. Because, you know, creating something new...
He's just dead. Okay, not hitting or something. I don't know what the fuck's wrong.
I'll reload it. But making something new is 10 times harder.
It's risky.
Yeah, it's
and you don't always succeed.
Yeah, you don't.
But that's the thing. I didn't, and I think there was some actor that was explaining why they said, "Oh, why aren't movies good anymore? Or why don't studios take risk anymore?" And they're like said because of streaming and the fact that like if it doesn't succeed. They lose so much fucking money. There's no way to make a cult classic anymore because you can't buy DVDs anymore. If a movie came out and people said it sucks, it'll never pop up on streaming. So like if you don't strike, you know, iron while it's hot, or you say something like you know like B movies that like people like love, like I would say like Bill and Ted.
Take the Scream movies.
Scream movies. Those weren't like super popular, but they created a fan base because of the fact that it was a cult classic.
It's a cult classic, and I love the Scream movies. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people that.
There's a lot of old like horror movies that are cult, like Ash versus Evil.
Yeah.
That's I want to say a B movie, but like it's a cult classic movie that has a dedicated fan base, but created that over time.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, what's funny is...
It didn't always have that over, like, they have...
With those fan bases, though, you know, like, back to what I was saying, you legitimately have these massive groups of people that have nothing but ideas to pull from, and whatever, and meanwhile, a lot of these original shows are original. You can't just spin a tall tale without permission on... a lot of cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, not just copyright laws. Like, you know, you can't just say copyright laws for the reason everyone's like not inventive because that's bullshit.
Yeah, no.
But you can 100% say that the reason we haven't ever got
you could even
10 movie. Another one. I mean, it's like continuation. Multiple. Yeah. Well, I mean, more than whatever.
Yeah, but like no, and they've done.
You know, you could say that, or you could say the reason we don't get any more, and the reason that Ben 10 keeps coming back as a cartoon is because it's easier to.
Well, and I don't like features. Also like within the cartoon medium at least, I think they just dumb it down too much. I don't think they respect their audience as much as they used to.
Yeah, that's I'm so glad you know.
Like they're just like, just make it like a fucking kid's
yeah, let me finish that little sentence.
Yeah, go
Baldur's Gate and Minecraft. What's going on with that? And it correlates to the same thing. People are tired of the laziness. Like Baldur's Gate had a bunch of developers. I have no idea what's going on with it.
Is it not hitting it clogged?
It might be. You might have to try and clean it out.
No.
Fuck.
But just want to get another bong?
Sure. You got another bowl?
This one is.
I don't want
to. You don't care about it? It's been sitting here for God knows how long.
Line it up. Let's go. Get it over
here. Here, no, empty that shit out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Do you need like car keys or something? I don't know if that. You might need something to scrape that out.
I got it.
You got it?
Oh damn, that's a lot of unsmokable weed.
That's been sitting there for God knows. Just load it a fresh bowl.
Just throw it over there. That way you'll get a.
I'll smoke that when I'm fucking desperate.
Yeah, literally.
I'll save it for the dark times.
The dark times.
Can you see see a hole through there? Make sure it's not clogged.
I will in a second. Give me.
What? Oh, do you need a lighter?
Well, I was gonna see.
Oh, do you need to
just pull it through, whatever it was, torch it.
Or do you want to dump that out and put the new fresh water in there? You sure?
It's not that bad. It's really incredibly clear, bro.
I mean, it's just stagnant water, but whatever. Okay. I mean, I know. As long as you don't have a problem with it, bro, I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go to war. Let's go, Jacob. I've given you the tools. Now it's time to go to war.
Okay, give me the fucking lighter then. Goddamn.
It's time to go to war. Oh god, you're gonna smoke that fucking. That's resin, dog. Oh my god, are you okay? Please tell me you're okay.
Yeah, dude, it's fine. Dude, it's that fucking mango flavor you had.
That's mango flavor.
Yeah, that whatever flavor tasted like super fruity.
What the fuck are you talking about? I've never had a flavored weed.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Not gonna lie. Whatever was in this bowl was definitely old weed.
Well, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I can't remember the last time I smoked that. Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Ain't no big deal.
Ain't no biggie.
I'm a man.
It's okay. I'm a man.
Yeah, but like take Baldur's Gate and Minecraft as of right now. Like I don't know if anybody knows right now.
Anybody in the know-how.
The fuck up in Twitter and on everywhere else because they're lazy fucks that don't want to add in more than one mob every 6 months.
God, look at my dude. Look at
that's true.
Look at the size difference of my foot. I just looking at that now.
Yeah, man.
It's.
I'm not a feet connoisseur, so I guess I can't.
Yeah, you don't want to stare at my feet?
No.
What?
No.
What are you talking about? You love my feet. Jacob loves feet, everybody.
No,
Title of this episode: Jacob loves feet. Jacob loves feet. What are you gonna do?
I only love redheads
with feet. You like redheaded
redheads?
Thick redheads with feet.
Dommy.
Yes,
Dommy mommy.
Dommy. With some mommy milkers.
some mommy milkers. Redhead. And then goth mommy feet.
Oh God.
I will win.
Do you know what was so weird?
That's me casting my line, Connor. I win.
You know what, Jacob? I gotta say this as a person, you were an anomaly always in my life, and I think if you always break the mold of, I feel like everybody somehow. You're just an anomaly in people's. You're an anomaly in the universe sometimes. Like someone was like said something to me like they're like something they're talking about Connor's friend Jacob and they're like trying to like put you in a mold of some kind. I was like no. I was like no. That's Jacob's just Jacob. Like it's not a fucking you're not like anybody else I've ever fucking met. So like I can't imagine you like fitting an aesthetic of someone like oh you're stereotypical this. I'm like it's so I don't even remember who said it. I was just like no. Like Jacob is Jacob. Like that's no matter what. No matter what position you put him in, Jacob's always gonna be him. He's not gonna be anybody else or like anybody else. Mm-hmm. So
fuck you, that's why.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but you know, Baldur's
Gate.
But
yeah, I keep interrupting you. I'm sorry. Baldur's Gate.
Anyway, let me finish. back to our because we've been talking about fucking
this
the
shit.
media, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate has so much shit in it. It was getting backlash from other developers with, and I quote, "People are going to be expecting too much." And it's like, the fuck you mean? That was basically the kind of response they got from Baldur's Gate, the devs. They're like, the fuck you mean? We're a tabletop, basically down top version of D&D.
I wonder if the water fermented in this.
That'd be funny as fuck. But get his phone.
No, not even that. It's just like, what's that taste? It's not weed.
Weed moonshine. No. But it's like,
Yeah.
They have that, and they got bitched at it for it, and Baldur's Gate came out
much
for having too much stuff in a video game. And, like, don't get me wrong, I've been playing the absolute piss out of Starfield.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell the details that went in, and all of the passion and all of it went in.
People say...
I will say the writing on a little bit of the story DLC stuff can be weak at times.
Yeah.
But then, like, other parts of the story are pretty cool. Like, but you... And this is something I've also come into contact with, is people...
What?
People that bitch and complain about wanting details and more to their stories and their universe...
Yeah.
Usually aren't the fucking bitches to fucking go out and look for a fucking book in the game.
Oh.
And that shit is annoying as fuck. Like, okay, take the slates in Starfield. You can find some that are just text reads and then some that speak, okay?
Oh, okay.
Like voice recordings.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give a spoiler ahead to Starfield, so if you haven't played it, skip ahead for a couple minutes. Starfield, you find out through a bunch of slates that it was a group of people that caused Earth to become unstable and forced everybody to leave.
Really? It wasn't like... What did they say it was?
They said that the sun was throwing off fucking bullshit rays and it destroyed our atmosphere. When in reality, it was their grav drives.
Oh.
The grav drives, before they were like finished up and dealt with,
yeah,
they were sucking out our atmosphere every time they left. And fucking with it every time they entered and left.
Wow. So
yeah. And so within the time allotted, it had completely beat the fuck out of Earth's atmosphere.
Well, what about the grav drives now?
It.
So what about planets now? Will they all end up like Earth?
That's the thing. More than likely. Because there's been significant grav drive technology upgrades and shit.
Yeah.
So, like, no. Like, New Atlantis, for example, no. But you got to think, a lot of the worlds that they conquered before, like take New Homestead, for example, didn't have atmospheres to fuck with.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they made their own. And that's how a lot of the shit ended up in Earth. So they never found out. It was never
Well, you know what's weird, though? And I know you can just, like, kind of skip. You don't have to go to your ship, in orbit, and then boom. You're not allowed to use your grav drive until you're out of atmosphere. You think they were like, all right, new law, you're not allowed to activate your grav drive until you're well outside of the atmosphere of the planet.
That's another thing, is like, there's so much in these games that I don't know.
Yeah.
There could very much be a law somewhere that states that in the game. Yeah. I've been playing the fuck out of it, and I read all the books that come through.
Yeah.
And it's like,
see, that's
like, for instance,
when I
find
those, I
that's legit just War of the Worlds, and it gives you a short description of War of the Worlds.
Yeah, true.
Like, that's cool. I have that aboard my ship.
That's nice.
Yeah, and it's like sweet. And then you can find like NASA and all that shit.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. But that's the details that you expect to find.
Yeah.
But there is points where you can just straight skip it. Like, if you don't want to fuck with it, you have every right in your body to go ahead and skip it. You can just straight go beyond it and everything. But this is still a brand new early part of the game. People can go ahead. Since the universe is so big, you can add in whatever you want now.
Yeah.
Because you can say humans did whatever.
Well, I heard that they people were the one big like Starfield. People were like, it's good, but they greatly over exaggerated the exploration. Like
nope.
Like the planet.
I'll
thing.
be 100%.
They said that because they do the whole you can only explore.
Now you want to tell me what was pissing me off? I'll tell you.
What? What?
This is what I encountered
What was
a couple
pissing
days
you
ago
off?
because I know it wasn't a glitch, and I just got really fucking unlucky.
What was it?
In the Freestar missions, you have to go land at the mech outpost.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a ship that's basically a fucking cruiser, right?
Oh.
So it's a Class C. It's decently big.
Yeah.
You know.
They're not all the landing pads are.
I use turrets on it. Like I have to because there's points where like I can't shoot ships that are faster than me on like
Yeah.
I'm not a bitch. The ship I have built is a fucking.
What do you mean you use turrets like automatic turrets?
Yeah, so you can get a control station when you get bigger ships.
Ah.
And that's where your other people that you hire can sit and they can activate, random turrets on the ship. So like,
So they can. So it's not even like a bitch thing. You're just using. No, that's not.
I'm using a part of the thing.
I wouldn't think
because
cheesing or whatever.
For instance, one of them faces behind.
Ah, nice.
So when people get behind me, I fucking line them up. Boom, boom, boom. Then there's no point because there's problems with getting shot in the back.
Yeah.
Some ships can do that, especially Starborn ships that can teleport.
Teleport.
Yeah, you'll find that a little bit later.
Oh God.
But there are those, and so, my ship was way too big, and I got very unlucky and ended up landing 3,000 meters away from the objective.
Fuck!
I want to tell I surveyed the planet. Like, I got all the survey markers.
Yeah.
By the time it took me to get to the fucking
mission,
because there was so much animals and things to see on the way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lying. The exploration's pretty sweet.
Okay.
And, like, there are random-ass buildings that are pretty much cookie-cutter things,
Yeah.
Which is what you're expecting to find, okay?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta... That's another thing with the details of the thing. A lot of the stuff is cookie-cutter.
Yeah.
But the stories told in said places can be rapidly different. Like, you can come across, like, a pharmaceutical hub, an abandoned one.
Yeah.
That will tell you, oh, they fucking interacted space spiders and kill everybody on the station.
Oh.
You're like, you read that through slates. But even though it is an exact copy of one of the other dungeons.
Oh, okay.
Except bodies will be differently placed. The enemies in there might be spacers, pirates, spiders, whatever. Terramorphs, other enemies, Enemies across the thing.
Gotcha.
You have a room. And it's like, I expect that from a fucking Space Star game. It's a video game, numbnut. Like,
yeah.
And the fact that it's so early in its development, there is absolutely nothing stopping more people, like, say, you and me,
to add more shit.
Yeah, to either, say, a mod adds in a whole new race that could go fuck with us, or say the Starborn, because in reality you only ever face one or two at a time, except in outer space. What's a mod stopping you from having to interact Starborn, people that can use your powers, en masse, in a fucking space station or some shit? Nothing. A mod. That's all the mod is stopping you from doing, and that's what I'm saying, is like, there's a lot more creativity in video games that is not in a lot of stuff. Like, the detail that is there, but these people can mod these games, and that's what a lot of these devs have been relying on. Take Minecraft, for example. People are getting fed up with that bullshit so much they're not voting on the 3 new mob votes because they're tired of it. They're saying basically it shouldn't take you 6 months to come out with 3 creatures and maybe a biome.
And why do you only get to add in 1? Why not just add in all 3?
That's the thing. That's another thing, people, is they literally make it up to a vote of the people to add in 1 mob and maybe a biome. Yeah. When modders can have, and already they saw photos of them and what they do, how they act, because they tell you how they act when they advertise them. Already modded them into the game, how they work, and they already saw the new biome and added it in.
What's the new biome?
I don't remember what it was, but I'm not even sure if it is a new biome. I think it's just the creatures.
Well, usually, if it's 3 different creatures from, like, 3 different... Like, when they added in the camels, they redid some shit in the desert.
Yeah.
So if they're going to add in penguins, they might add more shit.
That's the thing, and even if you change up a couple things, it's still not enough work for 3 months.
Exactly.
If a dude in his office with a job, or whatever, say he's mods for a living, he's making money off changing your game in something you could fucking do, quick as fuck. Yeah, you'd be hurting the modding community, but at the same time, you are actively doing stuff that's right for your game.
Oh my god, really? They're adding what? It's which mob will you vote for? It's either a penguin, a crab, or a fucking
armadillo. The armadillo, get this, the armadillo you can kill, and it gives you wolf armor.
Wolf armor?
Yeah, you can give armor for your dogs.
So they give it a function.
Yeah. I don't know what the other two do.
I hate the people that do the mod vote too.
Yeah, too. It's like, stop. It's like, dude. And that's what people are getting upset with, and it, correlates back to the same thing. People are getting tired of the stagnant bullshit of you making other people choose your adventures.
Yeah, and it's just
and it's the same thing with, media. The ideas for the big, people at the top that make these decisions and allow decisions, they're done. They've gone out the window. It's up to the new people
they have
who only rely on what they know they can get through.
Oh, I think they said they have a response to it. Hold on.
What the fuck? We found the
mobs
that want to join Minecraft.
Yeah, since when is notching these things now, too? I don't even. I'll look into it later. I don't want.
It's pretty dumb, and people have been making memes about it and all that. And anyway, it's just one of the very few things that is going on. People are getting tired of the fucking stupid shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
Call of Duty is another example.
Oh god, that's so degraded over time.
Yeah, they could get.
And they got lazy. It's zombies again. It's fucking Warzone. Make a goddamn dedicated. How do you go from not being to making one map that has one story, one thing to do, like Easter egg, all that shit, to not being for some reason it's too hard.
Yeah, exactly.
They went to it's too hard to make a map. You'd rather make one giant fucking map. It's just like, oh, we can't do it. So what have you been doing?
They rely too much on other things, or I'll tell you what's a funny example. Rockstar Games.
They don't respect their audience. Did you see what they did
recently? Which is monumentally cool. It's one of the coolest things Rockstar Games has done in a very, very long time.
What do they do?
You know the 5M crew that made all the live action GTA roleplay and all of the new mods for GTA and how YouTubers get to play modded races and shit?
Yeah.
I hired them.
Oh.
Rockstar flat out contacted the whole crew.
I was like, hey,
hired the whole fucking team to start working on not only helping with GTA 6, to continue working on their mods in support of GTA 5, and to help with that more stuff in the regular GTA 5. They just straight up were like, yeah, we've partnered up with 5M, and they've gone, they've done a bunch of other stuff with them, and apparently they're going to be working on some more stuff in the future. And that's just something, that's a massive win for the gaming community.
Thanks.
Just in general, seeing modders get that much recognition, and to think that kind of, they started getting their humps from more or less Bethesda games with mod support.
Yeah, I mean,
they confirmed for Starfield.
How big was fucking Fallout 4's mod support?
Crazy. It's still going to this day.
Yeah.
And don't even get me started on Skyrim.
Dude,
Skyrim is
god, it's the most modded game on Earth, probably.
Yeah, it's actually one of the most modded games in history. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it holds a record for it.
Yeah,
there's a legit part. It has the most
I've seen the intro to. They've made so many things going. Is the intro to.
I played them because I ended up playing one or two runs of just main through Skyrim.
Yeah.
In hype for Starfield and all that.
Yeah.
Along with the other Fallout games, I did play through New Vegas, Fallout 3, 4.
Yeah,
I played through 4 and all of its appropriate DLCs and whatever, because I was literally getting hyped for Starfield, and I love the game so far. I'm a huge fan. Yeah. I'm gonna probably played I'm already on a second playthrough. I'm about to finish.
Damn.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna do another third one.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably New Game 4. I'm probably just gonna end up building a house.
Okay.
Or I might just chill out in New Game 3
and
build a house.
And build a house. And maybe on New Game 4, also build a house.
Also build a house.
New Game 1?
Because, like, I figured out, you know, and that's the cool thing about Bethesda games is, like making my own character. And there's, like, and now that I've gone through it and I can see the choices you've made with other stuff going on and seeing how stuff will change in the future.
Yeah.
It's going to be cool to be able to, like, do DLCs and be able to go back through the main story after doing a DLC or something and being like, I worship the space snake.
Yeah, replaying your game through is just to say fuck it, to go the other way.
I did.
Yeah, that's
like, that's what I've been doing. Like, and on this one, I regret things and don't regret things. And Andrea is just still annoying as fuck. I hate her. She always gets mad and won't talk to me. It's like, yeah, I killed one person.
So what?
So what?
Bitch.
Shut up.
Stop it.
Yeah.
We had. I hate how they get weird about you looting bodies.
Dude, sometimes they do. You just gotta be friends with them, and then they make jokes on it too.
Yeah.
Like Barrett, I found out this is the crew that I kind of want to go with from now on.
Yeah.
Leave fucking Sarah because she bitches a lot.
Yeah.
Andreja, fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
Barrett, Vasco.
Yeah. Vasco.
Go get the infamous Mickey Caviar.
McCaviar.
Mickey Caviar.
Mickey Caviar? Who the fuck is Mickey Caviar?
He's the galaxy famous chef. He's famous. And you
How do you get him?
You go to the Aurora Lounge on Neon, and he's just chilling on one of the back balconies.
Okay.
He looks like a regular ass crewmate, but he's named, you know.
Yeah, that's.
And he has some really fucking funny voice lines, and like you know, all the other companions in the game, they'll give you gifts or do certain things.
Yeah.
He gives you food, and the food he gives you is top tier. Like it's legitimately like heal 20 health, and then replenish oxygen and all that for fucking 50 or 30% for like 20 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, because he's a fucking chef. And
Yeah,
you can do shit on your ship, like if you give yourself like a cargo bay that has like a cafeteria area.
Yeah.
He can actually do it. He has benefits that'll benefit the crew and like yourself over time when you do stuff with him.
Oh, nice.
Like the gastronomy stuff. So when you're cooking in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you can get more benefits to using your cooking stuff.
Oh, okay.
And more unlocks are available to you.
Okay.
Yeah, same with like hiring any random person. You know, there's a lot of named people on it, but I think on my next game playthrough, I'm gonna go hire some of the unnamed people that just specify random fucking equipment shit.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just being a fucking asshole.
I just one.
Because I went to play through as once that I was like kind of like learning everything as I wanted to, as the game wanted you to.
Yeah.
The second playthrough, I went through kind of as like straight and narrow, good, do whatever the people kind of lean towards,
Yeah.
Because I didn't help the Crimson Fleet on my second playthrough. I did on my first one because space pirates. And I'll say this: the trade-off for helping the U.S. staff fucking sucks compared to keeping the Crimson Fleet alive. Yeah, like it absolutely fucking sucks. Not only do if you side with the Sith staff, you end up spoilers. You end up losing control with or losing Crix and the key as a whole station that you can go to and fucking sell illicit goods. No matter, like, here's the big part about the key. It's the pirate hideout, and once you get accepted in, you can sell all of your stolen items to any of the vendors there, all of the illegal items to any of the vendors there, and a bunch of other shit there. And you can only do that at Crix. Yeah. Literally. Or at TradeStar, at the Trade Authority. Yeah. Whatever they are. And so, which means, say you go on a stealing spree and steal a shit ton of crap. You're raiding a bunch of people. Or you have a bunch of, like, harvested organs or illegal goods on you. Yeah. You can only sell that at the Trade Authority normally. Oh, okay. But at Crix, you could sell it to all your vendors, and there's a there's a bunch of weapon vendors, stuff people vendors. You know, there's a bunch of vendors for all the other stuff. They're like armor vendors and everything. And there's even a vendor that sells resources to build with. And, like, it's a very valuable thing.
Yeah.
And they can all be traded with illegal goods.
Oh shit.
And so, like, I remember in one run of the fucking thing when I only sleep for 2 days twice so I can reset everyone's thing, you can easily walk away with like 60,000 credits if your ship's full with stuff.
Damn.
Like, flat out. And, like, I'm not playing money after you unlock the kind of karma stuff up to like level 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm able, I'll put it this way. I was able to not only buy the Abyss Trekker, which is the ship that I legitimately like a lot, even though people have been building a ton of their own custom ones, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, having all them. I'm waiting for them to implement a thing where I can, like, save them through generations.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I don't lose everything. That way if I go back into a new generation, I can just resummon a built ship and pay to have it rebuilt.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, I want to be able to save my designs.
Yeah.
Or download other people's. I'm waiting kind of for that, you know?
I'm sure that's coming.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be something. That's what I'm saying. That's going to be something they add.
That might be the first fucking thing they add.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, so I don't have to wait
or at least, or there'll be like a mod for it or something.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, and so, like, I'm not really too worried about all that. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, me building a ship from scratch is not really something necessitized to me at the moment until I go to, like, a couple new game 3, you know?
Yeah.
But I've never really felt it. In the Abyss Trekker, I usually buy that at Purima.
Yeah.
And the thing is fucking pretty much, I found out about it because I was researching ships online, seeing, like, which ones you could buy and find that are, like, pretty cool and fun to have. And the Abyss Trekker is one of the named ships you can find on Purima. It's always sold at Purima for 320,000 credits. And as soon as I buy it, I take the whole motherfucker apart. I take it apart. I refit it with turrets. I change up a bunch of the. I rip out a bunch of just random hull plates so that I can add more habitats in them. So by the time I'm done with it, I have an infirmary, a cooking station, a place for all my crew. A place for all of the people to control turrets, captain's quarters, an armory where I can store all of my cool shit I collect, and then, like, I think a kitchen. Or not a kitchen, it's just like a bunch of other storage stuff that I want to get. That I still have to level up some more. So the way I can get the habitats that go to the side a little bit, you know? Because then I can really take more space for granted and use them more. But as soon as I do that, the ship's been great. Like, and then, of course, whatever I slowly, as I play through more of the game after I buy it, I just retrofit it out.
Okay.
You know? And so, like, more engines and all that. And like I told you, right now, it's such a good ship that I can go to any, basically any shipwright, dude, swap out missiles for EM weapons, immediately stop a ship's fucking shields, weapons, and everything, dock it, board it, clean it, take it, and, you know, sell it, whatever. Or destroy it quick as fuck. And not only that, but it's such a fast ship that sometimes, like I was telling you, when I undock from places, or I get to, if I jump from, like, a planet into the cockpit and then into the atmosphere fast enough, some of my followers don't get into positions quick enough, and they fucking legitimately get hurt because the ship is that fast when they're standing there. Like, it legitimately, you'll hear them go, ow! Like, whoa, stop that! And it's funny as fuck, because, like, they have, like, some funny voice lines when they're, like, moving fast. And, you know, that's why, because it has, like, 80 mobility for a Class C ship.
Hey, I'm gonna get a drink real quick.
Yeah, man.
You
want to pause real quick?
Yeah, I guess I can pause. Where is the air?
Blow my fucking head off.
I know who I wanna take me home to me.
Nah, but, like, you know, like I was saying.
Yeah, like
mods are gonna be fucking incredible for the game. Like we already saw, with the game's only been out like 2 months, right?
Yeah.
And we already saw people were taking AI, recording the voice actors in the game, like taking their voice lines, and making them say Star Wars stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's what the guy said happened. Yeah, and that's what mods were happening within a month. And they said mod support will officially be coming for the game in 2024.
Yeah,
early 2024.
Nice.
So that means those mods are actually gonna get fucking crazy. Like, could you, for instance, in one of the missions, you do you fight the Crimson Fleet, or you fight for the Crimson Fleet, as against the UC Vigilance, and it's a massive ship. Okay, absolutely fucking huge.
Absolute Chad.
Yeah, and I'm like, what if they reskinned that motherfucker as a Star Destroyer? Sick. But it goes back to my other thing of, like, siding with them or losing them sucks.
Yeah.
When you side with the Sys you lose that entire fucking Star Station. Like, you can still go there and do shit around.
But no one's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
Oh.
Because you killed everybody. That was the whole point.
Oh,
you
shit.
You go to the Star Station and kill them.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that was weird. The spoilers. But,
well, what if you side with the...
Nothing really happens. You just fight the UC Vigilance, and then, everything's pretty much okay.
Oh. Shit. You chose the wrong side.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't the first time. I was a greedy pirate the first time. I legitimately, like what I told you when I made my character.
Yeah.
It was in it for myself. And finding out what I could find out about the world.
Yeah.
Because I find that really interesting. And then, like, for instance, I only need to discover 2 more powers. I've been playing a shit ton of time.
Yeah.
And I only need to discover a couple more powers.
What are all the powers you can discover?
Oh, bro, there's some really fucking cool ones.
Which one? What's the coolest one?
I'll tell you the one that's been really useful to me.
Do it.
Motherfucker's been personal atmosphere.
Personal atmosphere?
Mm-hmm. Personal atmosphere.
Is that like the first one you get?
No. It's one you get later on. The personal atmosphere is one that replenishes all of your oxygen and maintains it for a while. So like when I got stuck at 3,000 fucking meters and I was fucking hauling dick sprinting.
Yeah.
So my oxygen would drain, and I'd go all the way to the red, use personal atmosphere, watch the red get put right back up to solid white, and it would stay solid white for like 45 seconds as I'm sprinting.
Damn.
So I could fucking decimate. Yeah, I could decimate like fucking 400, 500 yards. Just full on sprint at the top of the fucking speed list.
What's some of the other ones you can do?
There's phase time.
Phase time?
Yeah. You can literally just freeze time.
Oh.
And it becomes like a slow motion, like a fucking...
The Sademistan or whatever?
No.
From like Cyberpunk?
No, not like that one. It's like the X-Men.
Oh!
Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Everything freezes, but they're moving super slow,
Yeah.
So, like, if you have a bullet weapon, you can rack off 2 shots, and you'll see them flying through the air.
Yeah.
And you can step out of the way of other people shooting at you. And I kind of use it to fuck with people. Like, I'll pause it and switch to my melee weapon and just whoop their fucking ass. Because I'll fucking knock them down or throw them against the wall. And then there's, of course, the force push one.
No, that's always going to be fun.
Yeah, that one's really cool. And then I found, there's the normal one you get where you lift people up off the ground.
Yeah.
Well, there's another one that's called Gravity Well, where it shoots a little wall, like a little orb.
Yeah.
And whatever that orb hits forms a little gravity well and sucks everything in it.
Oh,
so
shit.
People, books, all that shit. Yeah. And they get damaged by what they hit inside the thing.
Shit.
And you can just shoot them, and you can walk right through it. Nice. It's fucking gas. And so, like, it's literally like force, kind of like a force grab. And then there's a force pull.
Yeah.
So, like, if you need something important across a room, for instance, you can just look at it, use the force thing, and it'll grab it and bring it to you.
Oh, shit. That's pretty cool.
I wish you could use it on people, but you can't. There are apparently a couple others, which I'm trying to find, which is like the lifesteal one.
Lifesteal?
Yeah.
Drain someone's life?
Yes, and replenish your own with theirs. So, like, you can walk up to people and basically just lifesteal.
Like a space vampire?
Like a space vampire, literally. And I'm super hyped for that one. I'm like, bro, I want that one.
I want them. It'd be cool.
That's one of the ones I haven't found. But another one I found, which is super fucking tight, is Moonform.
Moonform?
Yes, dude. It's a power correlated to Earth's moon.
Oh.
You can't find. Yeah, I didn't find it on Earth's moon, of course, but it turns your spacesuit all moon rock, and not only does it heal you for a small portion, but it makes you invulnerable to damage and locks you in place for a little bit.
Oh shit! Okay.
So like, for instance, I have a sniper rifle that takes a second to charge because it's a mag sniper.
Yeah.
And so I'll just straight out step out and out of cover, moon form, and just and rock off a bunch of shots and nobody touches me.
Oh, you can still like look around and move.
Yeah, you can move your character, but you can't walk.
Oh.
It locks you in place on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking tight. Like, and it's not a power that uses a lot either. That's another thing. There's a lot of powers that don't use a lot. And then there's like void form, so you can make yourself invisible.
Ah.
There's dash, where you can like jump across places.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Oh, there's like there are some that are just straight up designed to help you gather resources or help you do things in the world. Like there's one, precognition's pretty cool. You can use it on people and see what they're gonna do in their next couple moments.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. So like when you're being a stealth person, you know, you can click on them. They'll be like, "This character's gonna walk this path." And you're like, "Okay." And then some other ones, like some other cool powers that you get too, that don't just involve the actual powers, are neuroamps.
What's that?
You get to control people's minds, man. Like the manipulation is cool as shit.
Okay.
Like not only is it a regular option you can now use when you level it up as a perk in the actual perk system.
Yeah.
Because you just get manipulation, the ability to fucking manipulate.
Fuck with people.
Yeah, fuck with people, like, you know, whatever, voice wise.
Yeah.
But if you do the Ryujin and, you know, whatever, you get a neuroamp where you can hide around corners and use your scanner on people.
And they can't see
And
you.
it's called manipulation, and you can make them do shit. Like, for instance, I'm not mad. Game is a Bethesda game where you run into glitches.
Okay.
I had glitches where a door was fucking straight up permanently fucking locked, bro. Couldn't get into it, couldn't find a key no matter what I did.
Yeah.
Looked online because I got so fed up with trying to find it on my own.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh yeah, it's a normal glitch. You know, yada yada. You have a chance to do it like this." And I was like, "I wonder if this works."
Yeah.
I followed what a guy said that worked for him.
Yeah.
I used the Ryujin manipulation thing on a UC guard. Made him unlock the fucking door for me, and then fucking made him walk off back to his post.
Oh wow.
And the door was just stayed open. I'm like, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you can end up doing. And not only that, you can make them. I've been using it to make it super easy to steal my shit back without using anything really.
Yeah.
You just the guard standing by the fucking storage crate or the stolen items crate. You're just like, you go over there and stare at that wall, you stupid motherfucker. And then he just walks over and stares at the wall. And they just do a little fucking chest.
See, that's what you do a little Jedi mind trick. You're like, go over there.
It's a little Jedi mind trick. It's a little Jedi mind trick.
You get to actually tell him to just go over there and stare at the wall.
You don't just actually like say anything, but you use it and it's like manipulation. Successful. And then you point at what you want him to go do, and then all of a sudden he'll just be like, "Huh, what's over there?" And go look at the wall, or be like, "Huh, I gotta go check out this door." You can tell them to inspect crates and shit.
Yeah.
If they have the key on them. And a lot of times you can even hear like people talk about stuff going on in certain areas that'll help you.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty sweet. And then there's more to the manipulation stuff, like that I really haven't delved into because I haven't needed to.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you can get intimidation, diplomacy, bargaining, and I think one more. I have bargaining a little bit because you can. I've never really had to use it, but with it sufficiently leveled up, you can get it to where you can just pay off the police.
To pay off the police?
Yeah, or you can get it to where you can walk into a room, aim at one person, use the diplomacy tactic, and he immediately will either like surrender a weapon or talk to you and tell you what's something else, and you can befriend them or kill them or whatever.
Oh.
Or they'll, like, because I have a little bit of the intimidation stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like one perk. Sometimes people way lower than me will straight up run away. They'll be like, you know what, this ain't worth it. They'll throw out their weapon, say, I quit being I quit being a spacer, man, this sucks. They'll run away. And then they're gone. Like, they'll literally just leave.
Damn, dude.
Don't chase them down.
Don't chase them down. Let them, they quit.
No. Too bad.
Alright, I think I'm going to wrap up the episode here.
Yeah.
Jacob, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
You grabbed my titty. That's sexual harassment.
I was talking about
You heard it on here. It's on camera, or it's on microphone.
Not lies.
You, believe me.
She's dressed like Princess Leia. It's all on audio.
What? No. Hey. It's supposed to be our secret. How do you think I bribed you into coming?
Dear God.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.
Like a motherfucker. Good morning, God.